Emerge from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Watson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, Art.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 1.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hope. Hold on to the football and take the hit.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
2nd down and 3. On the give, this is Harris.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Harris. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. From the gun, here's Watson. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got this. Safe completion on 3rd. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Shifts past him at the 45. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. The left side completion to Jones. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To the air yet again. Watson. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Zach Ertz. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Jones. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive, as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They'll look to throw again. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A shotgun snap for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Watson. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Desperation time, Watson on 4th down. And now here's another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Harris. A nice little juke. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll look to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Back to throw here. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can just...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 36, Watson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers.
And now here's another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank.
They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things.